Traders, Anthony here. In this video we're going to take a look at gold XAUUSD. Before we get into the video, please take the time to read the disclaimer and understand this is for educational purposes only. So with that, let's get into the video. Gold now, if we look at this on this time frame, the monthly, we could definitely consider this overall on the big picture predominantly bullish. That's evident through here. I'm looking at a couple of things here I'm going to point out. Most recently, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, we can see that this has been trending south with a bit of a break of structure at this point here. Right, so we don't know at this point whether this is actually looking to reverse or this is a pullback and it's going to continue. So that's the big picture. What I want to do is just get a bit closer to the price action on lower time frames, and we'll have a look at a potential trade ideas. The first thing that I can see on this chart is if we grab this parallel channel, have a look at these highs over through here. The relative equal highs, pull it through, and we get this move into this range above these candle bodies. There's a big level of buy stops prior to this move here. This has moved up into this and has taken out a fair bit of liquidity resting up here. Given that this is a big level as such, and I'm wondering whether this rolls over from here and gives us a sell opportunity. So I'm just going to call this my stops, and I think I've actually got that in here. I'll just have a quick look. Stops, yeah. Well, that's monthly. So let's just mark that, and then we'll go down to the lower time frame. Now, my trading range, counter trend, given that this is mainly bullish, so I'm looking for a pullback here. The whole range that I'm looking at will be from, well, I mean, look, you've got this low and this high. So that's quite a big range. So what we can do is grab this, go candle body to candle body. Right? So that's the range that I'm interested in at the moment, potentially if this drops back. With that, we'll go down to the weekly time frame. See how overextended this is now. And again, we've got these, or this range up through here above these candle bodies, buy stops that takes them out. And is that enough to push this back? Now have a look at this move here. Let's just take a fib, grab it from the low to the high here, 50% fib level. Now look, if big money is invested in this, they're going to be definitely selling or buying at lows and selling at highs. Right now we've got this high here, we've got this low here. If they buy down here, where do you think they're going to unload? Well, when this runs into liquidity, right? So I'm thinking that this is going to be, and this is considerable. Have a look. It's been traded to all through this period here. Okay, we've got a lot of liquidity resting in this zone. So is that then enough to push this back down? If they unload here, then where do you think they're going to buy again? They're going to be looking for a discount, and that's going to have to be back down in here somewhere, in my opinion. That's what makes sense to me. You know, I would even counter trend trade that, counter trend to this, and the overall being bullish. Have a look. Right? That's bullish with a break of structure. But this break of structure, well, you know, even in here, hasn't convinced me that this is rolling over south as yet. Now, for me to be convinced that gold is going to roll over and die, I would have to see a break and retest of this low, and then I would be convinced that we have a trend reversal. But until that happens, my underlying bias is going to be bullish, but we're looking at this retrace at this point. That's the underlying bias is bullish on the higher time frame. I'm talking monthly. As you know, markets are fractal, and as we go down the time frames, well, there's bullish and bearish trends involved here. We've got a bearish trend going on here with this move. Having a look at this price action as well, we've got equal highs all through here, a stab up into liquidity. I'm always looking for this particular price pattern. Let's just mark it up. We get a range, equal highs and lows, balance area. Okay, that's a chart. And takes out liquidity. That's the kind of thing. All right, that wipes out these stops in here, and then we get big thin candle, pullback, retest to the range, low, this. You know, if this rolls over here, I would be looking for this price action. and then that would be an entry point. So let's see if we get, let's call that a potential range. The retest in here, that would get me interested short more than anything. Now that's on this week, that's on the higher time frame. If we were to go down to the daily, and I mean, you can, that's a swing trade potentially, intraday swing. I mean, look at that. You've got equal highs. You've got this range. I like what I'm seeing here, guys. I like the idea of a counter trend at the moment. Given that this is trading into this, for one thing here, that, plus, let's grab that again, plus this over here has been taken out. The stops above here have been taken out. These stops have been taken out. And we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so do we get a bit of a correction? I like this. I like this move here. This is the daily time frame. And if that's the case, if I'm shorting this, I'll tell you what my target 1 will be. Well, there's a target. There's a target, right? And if you want to consider this entire leg, something like that. Yeah, okay, so I'd be interested in a counter trend. Be careful though, it's very volatile. I was thinking we might have seen this roll over here and give us a trade, but it pushed through. But think about it from a liquidity standpoint, guys. How much, what do you think's resting above here? I mean, this is huge, and both of these highs here. That's why I'm thinking this retraces. Even from this low to high, we could look at possibly this coming back down into this level here. So I think that would be my call on the daily time frame. Let's just grab a short position, market entry, stop above the high, go for broke with that, but I'm always going to be looking for 1-to-1 risk reward. At least take off 2/3 in here above this high, this low, or this range. So that would be target 1. No, and stay in with 1/3 of the position and follow it down. This would be a target down in here. Trade it with your stop loss. I mean, once you take money off the table here, this is in the money. This is profitable. You pull your stop loss down behind it and then see what we get out of it. Gold is incredibly volatile at the moment, guys, so be careful. There's always risk involved, but I think that would be my play at this stage. So what else can I say about this? Click the links below and jump on board our Telegram group. Free to join. Love to see you in there. So with that, guys, hope you have a great day. Safe trading. Comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and we'll see you in the next one.